What's up, YouTube fam? Good morning. I hope you're all well. Just going to do a very quick update today. I do have an appointment that I need to get to, so I'm filming this super early, but I just wanted to go over what's been happening in the charts and see what we can look out for. Just taking a quick scan at the market in general. The only real thing that stands out to me on here that I wanted to talk about was this USDT one up here in the top right. I spoke about on the last video. We had started to break this trend line and it now looks like we've broken down. This is potentially good for the markets in general, or for crypto in general, and Bitcoin in particular. It could mean that traders are willing to shift back now into more volatile assets. So keeping an eye on that. Don't have a huge breakdown yet, but it is good that we've broken the trend line. Let's take a bigger look at Ethereum on the 1 day. So ETH has at this point in time put in a doji for yesterday. We still have 2.5 hours for this daily to close. Yeah, as I mentioned on yesterday's stream, currently this is a double top happening right here. So if today closes as a doji, I'd be very careful, see if the next daily is a bearish engulfing. That's going to be bearish for ETH. ETH really needs to get up above this supply zone and then retest it for this W formation here to actually play out. So even though we've got this nice breakout of the trend line and we do have this W, ETH is not technically, in my opinion, bullish just yet. I really would like to see it up above this, say, 3100 kind of level. Currently looking weak on the daily, but there is 3 hours to go on this daily candle, so it may not close as a doji. As I mentioned, I just got to get this video out before I go to an appointment. S&P spoke about on yesterday's video, and looks like this might be the pullback that I spoke about we needed. So if S&P comes back to retest any of these previous support or resistance levels and it can hold there and create a higher low, that's going to be healthy. That's going to give me confidence in the market in general, but this also could be a full reversal. So really need to wait and see where the S&P pulls back to before we get any confidence back in the market. All right, let's take a deep dive into Bitcoin. And before we do that, guys, if you enjoy the content on this channel, please hit that like button and subscribe and leave me a comment below. It really does help me to get these videos around the internet so more people can see them. So I'd really appreciate it if you could take a few seconds to do that. So let's take a look at this. So yesterday has a very technical term in trading, and I'm not sure if you're aware of it. If you're not, you should look it up. But what happened yesterday is called boring. It was boring. Look it up. Boring day. Basically, it means nothing happened. These are the three scenarios that I was waiting for yesterday, and let's take a deeper look at what actually happened. So on yesterday's video, I was saying this was the level here that we had to break and retest. This here could have been considered the break and retest to short. I didn't short it, and I'm going to explain why. These two candles here, this is not what I like for a retest. So see how we have those 2 wicks to the bottom? It's almost like a tweezer bottom, which is bullish. So even though we broke the level and looked fairly bullish. So for me, that was a no trade just yet and decided to wait a little bit longer. So now let's have a look at where we are. This trend line I drew when we only had these two touches. So I haven't touched it at all yet, and it looks like this one's coming for a third touch. That third touch confirms this trend line now, and we have higher lows forming underneath. So again, we may have the possibility of another breakout coming potentially today, and if that were to happen, for a breakout like this, the area of interest is actually going to stay the same for me. So if we do come back into this zone here, that is somewhere where I would set up for a long if I got the final confirmation in the candles of a bullish type of candle. At a minimum, would try to take it up to here, but may try to take it up further depending on the momentum as well, because this could break out higher. We'll leave it like that for now. So this is a new setup that I'm watching. Mind you, we are a couple of hours into the new daily, and we need volume for a setup like this. We need volume to come in. We're currently, at the time that I'm filming this, we're in like a no trade period. So US, I think, would be going to sleep right now, and Australia and Asia is not yet waking up. So may not have any volume for the next few hours, which means we may squeeze tighter and tighter into this triangle. But in order for something like this to play out, we need the volume to come in next. So that's what we really need to watch for. If you see down here on the 1 hour, that volume is really declining, which again, I don't mind when it's declining in a triangle, but we need it to then come in to give us the breakout. Let's have a look at the limit order levels and see where they're trying to push price right now. So we've got shorts up here on Binance at around 43,000, and we've got longs at 41,650. 41,650 being the lowest level though. There are a fairly decent amount of longs really from say 41,900 down. So we'll mark them both. On BitMEX, there's not really any big orders below current price, but above current price, we're looking at 42,800. All right, so before we have a look at the open trades at risk, this changes the story just a little bit. So number one, these orders sitting here are tagged below this line. It could be that some volatility might come in, break this trend line and actually give us a wick down to this area. Could it actually end up looking something like a bit of a double bottom around here? That's possibility number one. Number two is these orders have moved down from yesterday. So we were at 43,800 on Binance yesterday, and I think we're at around 43,000 for BitMEX. So this has come down. This is actually worrying me now, being just the top of the candle closes of the last high. It's worrying me that all we're going to get is a push out to a double top. And also being Thursday, there's usually a midweek reversal. Not so sure if I would want to take a breakout long, to be honest with you, anymore. After having seen those, we will have a look at the liquidation levels just to see. But I would also, if we do get the breakout and there is a long there, I wouldn't be trying to hold on to it further than these levels. I would be looking to bag flip it up here and short it. So the same short sort of setup that was an idea from yesterday. The stop may need to just be above this wick, and there's a potential for a weekend reversal back down to the original take profit. Need to see how we go when we get there. If there's no momentum, if we get weakness up here, if we do get that breakout and then we get weakness up here, I would be considering a bag flip. So the actual entry on this long, if we do break to the upside, is kind of hard to say, but I would be looking for wicks down to at least here for an entry to give you a better risk to reward, now that we know the likelihood of it getting past here is not that great so far. Let's just have a look at the liquidation levels. So we've currently got longs mostly at risk, 9 billion. That's not enough, in my opinion, in the market to cause any kind of big dramatic sell-off. So again, when I see it like that, all it tells me is that the market maker needs to encourage more people to go long to build that level up to say the 20s or the 30 billion kind of area. Once they've done that, then they'll send the price the other way. So that is adding confluence to my thought that we may get but we may get another push to the upside to maybe a double top or somewhere in this same zone from yesterday, 43 to 43,800, and then start looking for a reversal there, especially if this level starts to rise. Now guys, this is High Block. High Block is not a cheap subscription. So if you're wanting access to things like this, I do have a Discord channel. If you check the description below this video, you'll find the link to get access to it and come join our community. These guys are going off all day, every day. We've got different sections for different types of trading, and there are people posting their charts and things like that every day. People winning all the time, lots of different trade setups. So come join us. I also post these levels when I feel that there is something really important for you guys to know and things to look out for. So if you're wanting access to this stuff, then you can come and grab that in our Discord. We would love to have you as part of the community. So just check out the Discord link in the description below to get access to that. And whilst you're there, don't forget that if you're looking for an exchange to trade on, OKX is my preferred exchange. And there's also a link in the description down below for you to get a discount on fees. So this is really all I have to say today. I really think we need to encourage some more leverage in the market at this level. It's easier to encourage retail to go long than it is to go short, because retail just generally doesn't like to go short. So I wouldn't be surprised. I'd be looking at anything along this trend line, if it holds, to open a long position pending you get the final confirmation, being a bullish type of setup candle at the end. There may be wicks down to these levels here, so just be careful of where you put your stop loss, and initially aim only for a candle close target. See how we go when we're up there, and be prepared to bag flip short. That's my play for the day. Hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave me a comment, share this around with friends. Let's get everybody into the crypto space and creating financial freedom. Love you guys. See you soon.